Hey, and welcome to the Heartbreakers podcast with your hosts, Elsa Jean and James Maas.
Welcome back. We are here. How you doing, Els?
I'm great. And before I continue to talk a little bit more, guys, my face never looks like this because, yes, I do get fillers like everybody in the world, including James.
I don't have any right now, bitch.
I got them done yesterday. I know. I just need to put you down so I can feel better. It wasn't right.
Push me down to lift yourself up. Classic.
But I got fillers yesterday, so my face is so swollen it doesn't stay like this. So feel free to take screenshots and
get them
make
now
a
while you
meme out of
can.
it, but
Honestly, if you're listening to this and not watching it, go and watch it.
you guys want to know everything about me, I get fillers and it swells for a while.
Yay! We
I
always
like it.
have technical difficulties. I was watching someone's pod the other day, and they were like, "I would love to be able to do one episode where
With no
something
issues.
didn't fuck up."
I know. Why is
I
it?
feel you.
Why is it? I feel like, yeah.
Yeah, but we are here as we promised every week. And what else? Oh my God, we just had the best interview for our new TV show. Just wishing it into existence.
Yeah, it's just we get into existence. Yeah, I just had a
They
interview
love
for a
Elsa.
potential TV show.
They
That's
love
exciting.
Elsa. They were like, "This bitch is so interesting." I was like, "What are they hearing?"
Yeah, well, I love to entertain.
You
know
do.
what I mean? I love to entertain. I truly do. I love to make people laugh. It brightens people's days. Like I hope that if we don't do a reality show or whatever it is, I hope that she at least walks away and is like, wow, that girl was really funny, and I had a great, at least like one
She
funny
definitely
thing.
did. She
It
was
made
laughing
my
the whole
day how much
time.
we were laughing. So I'm walking away today
Yes.
like, wow, it was still just
We
funny.
high-fived at the end. It went well, okay? Just believe us. Jesus.
But how are
Uh,
you? What are you doing?
I'm good. Just I slept on my actually I'm not even gonna get into my fucking sleep issues because they are so boring and I am sick of talking about it. But honestly, my Advil's kicking in, so I'm starting to feel good.
Aw.
What have I been doing? Picking out outfits for Coachella. I can't believe
Yeah.
we're going. We don't
Don't
want
say
to
that.
go.
I am so introverted these days. Maybe. I don't know. You know what? I
think
don't like
that's it.
stuff like that in general.
Yeah.
And here's why. Bathrooms, just getting around, like it's just so hard to enjoy when things are just so overpopulated. And that's the
Yes.
real problem. I would love to go and watch live music like that. Of course, who doesn't, right?
If
But
you were
it's
the only
so
person there.
yeah, exactly. If it was
Well,
somebody in
in our
their
defense, the Dream Hotel is taking us there with these lovely glamping tents that I'm pretty sure they're amazing because like they have.
we don't know yet.
Yeah, I know.
They
True.
have to be
Stay tuned for
amazing.
next week because honestly,
They're
we're
gonna
gonna
be
have
amazing.
stories.
They're gonna be amazing. They
Yes.
can't not make it amazing. It's Coachella. It's
Yeah.
actually
Or else,
Coachella's a big thing.
yeah.
People take it
Ooh, you make me feel
seriously.
worse about it.
That's what I'm here for. I
What
look so
else has been
swollen.
going on? What have we been doing? Nothing. All right.
Nothing.
So you brought something up to me. I did not know what it was this week. Hoflation.
Yeah.
What is that?
I guess there's too many hoes.
Oh, that's what it means. I get it.
Isn't it?
I get texts from Elsa going, remember to ask me about this.
Oh, I was
Hoflation.
like, I heard about it and
Oh.
I thought we were gonna discuss what
delve
we thought it
into
meant.
it. Ah.
Or like I thought we were gonna kind of discuss what we thought it meant. I'm not.
Hoflation.
I saw this podcast or like those little clips on like where the little whatever. So it popped up on my Instagram, and they were talking about how it's called hoflation. Like there's not enough.
Is there too many hoes or
I guess what they meant was there's too many hoes. There's too many hoes and not enough like what's the word, like a housewife type of like what I mean? There's not enough more conservative old school
everyone's a
women.
hoe. Well, what do you have to say about that? Because like
Yeah, I agree, but I don't think it's wrong. Like they were trying to
because you're all about women being hoes if they want to be. So
yeah,
like
they were trying to. I don't know if they were trying to make it a negative twist or not. I'm not sure, but I mean, I do agree. I don't think that there is many old school women out there, and I think there's a lot of hoes. But I'm one of them. I'm one of the hoes.
maybe
So
now it's not the norm. Like
it's
before,
not.
it wasn't the norm to be a freak, and now it's the
Now
norm
it's
to be
stupid.
like.
That part bothers me. Like, be a real freak. Everyone needs to stop saying they're a freak when they're really just disgusting. There's a difference between being
I
a
think
freak
being a
and being
freak becomes so cool. Like,
I don't know, since sex sells, so for forever,
well,
people are
yeah.
just now talking about it, I guess, right?
On an unrelated topic, you went home recently. How was
Yeah,
that?
great,
How was being
yeah.
home? What is it
Um,
like? Do you just like run into family?
Horrible.
What
No,
is it?
I had a great time because 'cause I'm so close with my little sister
Oh yeah.
and her boyfriend. They've been together since they've been 12, and they're
Oh my
25.
god.
So, they've been together for forever, and they live, like I feel like I go back in time. Like, people are still doing the same things, and I mean, I look different, I sound different. I mean, and everybody's the same, which I don't think it's bad, but it's a little like
Well,
reminds
you're
me,
like, thank God. Yeah, thank
thank
God out
God
of
I
here.
became a stripper and was like, I gotta get out of here.
Inflation.
Yeah, inflation.
Inflation on out of here.
It was actually great. My great grandma did pass, but my great grandma had
Sad.
14 children. 14, and
14.
then she married someone with 11 because
That's a
her
huge family then.
yes,
You don't keep
but
up
we
with
don't
them.
all get together. Like,
There's so many
you
of them though.
know,
Are any of them really cool? Like, or are they all kind of like from the small town?
um, like, how do I
No.
answer
Okay, the answer is
that?
no. They all suck. Okay, a lot of them do suck.
Right, I don't
Okay,
know how to answer that.
not diamond.
Not diamond, not
No,
diamond. Like,
she's a dime in the rough.
yeah, I'm so close with my little sister. I love her.
So we were just recently talking about how we would date older, right? And that we were starting to become the people that we used to like think, oh, they were dating us because we were younger. But like now
Yeah.
we're like looking at the younger ones. Like now that we're getting a bit older, we're getting to the age where we're like, oh, some of these younger ones are cute, right?
Do you feel weird a little bit? And what's the age difference for you for older? Like, what's the oldest guy that maybe you've just had sex with? Because I'm curious on like how much older. Because I know you've dated older, but
I don't want to answer.
oh, what? Okay, so like what? Like
No, okay,
a
fine.
lot older? Can you just say a
No,
lot?
yeah,
Not much.
totally. I mean,
Oh,
depends. Like,
really?
I had a sexual encounter once when I was really fucked up.
Oh,
That
okay, with an
was,
older.
yeah, it
Oh
was
yeah, let's not
really
talk about it. It
old.
sounds
No, but do
traumatizing
you know what? Let's not
or
talk about
something.
it. No, but like my husband that I had for
Yeah,
7 years, like only 2 years ago, he was
like 50.
53. Yeah,
You
yeah.
were 50. He
No,
was
he's
50.
53
So what's the age
now,
difference?
actually. So yeah, and I'm 35.
Oh, so that's a decent age
Yeah,
difference. Okay,
yeah,
that's what I was trying to
yeah,
get at.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
if you've like had a decent, because some people think like 5 years is like an age difference, and to me, that's not right. Like, I think like I consider like 10 plus years like a pretty like an age difference,
Yeah, well,
especially like maturity wise. It does make a difference.
yeah, totally. And like that's what we were saying is like, okay, so we started like gathering notes on like, okay, so like hot guys, young, like gorgeous, that's
Yeah.
fun. Like we should start with like, ooh, wow, and they're younger than us, and ooh,
You
but
know what it was for me is I have always, always dated older, even when I was young and like was probably should have been illegal. Like I was always dating older. And then I just had enough one day where I was like, why are these old men who aren't taking care of themselves still treating me horrible? I might as well just be with a good looking closer to my age guy. If I'm gonna get the same drama and the same
right.
issues, can you at least be pretty? Because I was dating guys that weren't lookers. Like I'm not trying to put down anybody, but you know that. They
Just so
know
they
that.
worshipped you,
They
and you
know
were
that.
just like,
Yeah.
yeah,
And
I
then
want to feel loved. This is great.
I was like, so you're still gonna do exactly the same. I was like, I don't like that. I tried young and I liked it, and I think I'm gonna date.
But then
I don't
they
know.
open their mouths though, and then you have this
They
like,
all do that, no
it's
matter what
just
age.
no, but like there's the youngness to them. Like you can hear it when they talk, and then sometimes it's like, I mean, I get why. I don't know. They open their mouths, and it's just like not boss energy,
Right.
and it's
No, it
like
is.
the young kind of like weird. It's good in theory, but then
It's like the difference between like cockiness and confident. Like when they're young, they're really cocky, and when they're older, they're confident, and it's more. It's like a turn on. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like I feel like young guys definitely. It's that ego that really causes a lot of issues and cockiness and
So do we decide
selfishness.
against it? Not young.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like
Yeah.
older or younger. I'm gonna have to get back to you on that. I
I
really
think
don't know for myself what I've been happier in.
I don't know. They seem so hot, and then they open their mouths, and they're just like.
But they're easier to tell them to stop opening up their mouths. Like I could, like a younger guy is easy
so
for.
dominating.
I know, right? That
They'll
was
do
not
it for
right
you
to
for
say.
sure. Yeah, no.
I feel like older guys. The problem is with older guys that I really disagree with is them bringing me issues that exist. And I've said this before, I think on our podcast, is bringing me issues that existed before I was even born. And that's the problem with old guys is they have debt, they have this, they have that. Even if they're successful, like I've dated billionaires and they still bring me these issues where I'm like, I wasn't even born for this. Like, why are you bothering me with this trauma that you have before I even existed?
There's downsides to both, I guess.
Yeah, they're absolutely.
It's not as hot as they seem, the young ones. Like when they start talking and it's like, are we in, like, I mean, how young? I was going to say we in
Yeah,
school.
like, I know. It's like, how young would you go?
I mean, if I'm just thinking based on looks alone, maybe like 23,
See, I think for me, the youngest I would go would be
19.
sick. Imagine the drama. And they would,
It's
I would be a mom. I would be a
Just
mom
kidding,
to
so gross.
them. They
No,
would
it's
think
not
that
hot. You're like,
it's
this
not
is
hot.
weird. I mean, I have a 21-year-old brother. Ugh.
Yeah, that's weird. I think for me, youngest I would go would be like 28.
Right.
So like still older than me, but still young.
Oh, good.
But I would never date younger than me. I
Right.
couldn't do it.
Did you, totally unrelated, did you see that I wrote you that message the other day saying I keyed a car?
Yeah, I ignored it. Why? What happened?
So
Did you
weird.
really?
Okay, a little bit. But like,
On purpose?
I can't believe I even did it. I was in
Oh
such
my
a power mood.
God.
Come out of Equinox parking lot to go to my car, and someone had parked so close to me that I couldn't open the door. Like I had to squeeze in to try and get in my car. And I was just like, oh, these fucking rude people. So then I got my phone as I was opening my door and went and scratched the car. But then I just realized straight after, I was like, that was kind of a psychotic move.
We all slip up. We all slip up and do something
Would have you done
psychotic.
that? Or is that really weird?
I've never keyed a car. Oh, you know what? After my first divorce, or I knew I was gonna get divorced, I pissed all over the bed.
What? You did that purposely?
Yeah.
You
I threw a
pissed on the bed.
I threw a huge party. I lived on Hermosa Beach, and I just let everybody from the beach come in and party. Destroyed the place.
Yes.
Destroyed the
Why
place.
did you bring this up in that TV interview we just had before?
I don't know. I just now thought about how, and the
I love
worst
how
he
you're
could do
so
is
like, I'm not drama. I don't really like. I'll just like leave them.
I did. Yeah, I peed all over the bed.
I'm imagining you squatting over a bed.
No,
That's
I didn't
hilarious.
squat. I literally like ran over the top of the mattress and just peed
Like a quick little panties to the side.
everywhere.
Oh my God, it was
Everywhere.
Oh my God. So I'm not that crazy then. Okay.
Oh,
that's
and I
fine.
crashed the two cars into each other in the garage.
Jeez, you're way more crazy than I am. Although I didn't know this person and they didn't really do that much to me, but you'd be surprised how sharp the edge of your iPhone is because it's metal. Because it like immediately, I was like,
okay, I get what you did now. I thought you said that you like covered the key with your phone. And I was like, that's really weird. Like you went through all that to hide, but now I get it.
With my phone as I was opening the door.
Oh, whatever. It's fine. Just don't do it again.
Well, you know what? I was actually doing a service to the
mistakes.
world that should, like, in the future they'll think about parking so close to a car.
However you want to justify
get crazy.
Car, it's fine.
Watch out. There was this trend that I just saw recently on TikTok, and it was about putting fruit roll-ups over your partner's dick and then sucking on it. Would you try that?
I never clicked on that one because I actually saw it, and she first started no, I don't need all that to spice things up. Also, I'm really weird about sugar on private parts because it can cause a lot of rashes and
I'm
stuff.
imagining, what if you already finished the blowjob and then there's just so much like shit on there and you got to like, what, are they going to make you lick it off until it's gone and then you just like
So what, you wrap it around and stroke it?
No, and then like I guess put your mouth on it because you're like eating the roll up. I don't know about eating.
I think that's interesting, but I think it's stupid. I think it's a waste of time. I think I'll probably try it.
You'll probably try
it, but I don't think it's gonna do anything. I think it's
stupid. I think it's a waste of time. I'll probably try.
I'll probably try it just because we're talking about it, just to see how stupid it really is.
This is the questions now. P.S. We are like trying to get this podcast to you because we fucking love you. But I'm so Australian. Okay, sorry. What do you think about? Let's just skip right to it, bitch. What do you think about sex on periods?
I love sex on periods.
Freak!
No, you know what? I absolutely. That is my favorite time to have sex.
Why? Is it lubricant? It's just pennies.
So I've never had like period sex like on a one night stand. It's always been in a relationship. And I love it. It feels the best for me. Like I am so hurting when I'm on my period. I want to have sex all the time when I'm on my period, especially when I'm attracted to someone. And I absolutely
So it's from the horniness, not from the blood.
no, not the blood at all. Because as soon as it comes out and I see what the mess that it made, it actually almost makes me want to pass out. Like I don't do well with like,
you just bleed out. Did you hear that thing
Yeah.
that gay guys say sometimes? I don't trust anything that bleeds for a month and doesn't die.
bleeds for a week.
Yeah, bleeds for a week
I was
and
going to say
doesn't
a
die.
month. Oh my god.
I
I
don't
hope
trust
not.
anything. I don't trust anything that
doesn't
bleeds
die.
for a week
I
and doesn't
mean,
die.
Yeah, and stuff. Yeah. But
do you have an anecdotal story to tell about this period sex?
fine. It's kind of disgusting, but it is what it is. So one time this guy was like, he was, like when someone's like, wants you so bad and they're texting like, and you're like, I lived in New York at the time and they were in LA. So it was like a lot of like texting, like, I can't wait to have you. You know what I mean? And of course, as soon as I got on the plane, I start my period and I'm like, fuck. So I'm like, I could tell him or I don't have to, right? So I get to his place and I'm like, baby, let's have sex in the hot tub, like, whatever. And I thought, okay, well, I'll just splash the water up. You know what I mean? Like I'll just splash it and then like, he won't really see it. But tell me why my whole vagina fills up with the hot tub water. And when I pulled it out, or it like popped out or whatever, like fell out and it, he was like, are you on your period? And then I look around and it's just splattered. I mean,
why was your vagina just like sucking up the water that day? Just like, I'll hold on to this for
I think
later.
I got too confident with the hot tub water where I was like, he's not going to know. It's like, it's only been a few hours.
Well, you can
like,
at least smell the pennies.
And I was going to say it like,
Yeah.
it was so embarrassing. But he didn't get mad. I just lied and said like, oh my God, I had no idea. I'm so sorry. Wouldn't have done
He didn't
that.
believe you for a second.
No, I know, right?
Thank you for saying that. And the next question
You're
is...
going to go throw up now.
I'm going to go throw up now. Thank you. What's the best way to use your Hitachi magic wand? So we know you love the Hitachi. You mention it probably every episode. But I'd like to know actually, or this person would like to know how to use it. What do you actually do with it?
I use the Hitachi in every scenario.
Take it out to breakfast, go out to dinner.
I take it on dates. And I love the Hitachi in missionary. So if you want to use the Hitachi during sex, I love it's kind of hard. Well, first off, I don't think you should get the big Hitachi. There's a medium size, not the really small size because it's like this, but there's a medium one that, it's like the size of medium size. So the big one, it's too hard to kind of get it in there when you're having sex. So doggy and missionary is the best way if you're going to use it during sex because it's just easy. And believe it or not, when I use it during sex, the guy actually kind of likes to feel it a little bit.
Right, he can probably feel it, yeah.
And it makes it a lot better for them too. So it's not like I'm not holding it on them really, but they can feel it also. And then like when I use it by myself, I know it bothers you so much because you're like, I hate the Hitachi.
I have to listen to this.
I'm usually like in a doggy. Yeah, I guess like sometimes I'll pretend that there's a guy there. That's just how it feels the best for me when I'm by myself is to be more in a doggy position or like, because laying on my back's like whatever. I don't know why.
Good tip. Get into doggy, do it, have fun. Next question is, I got into my current relationship by cheating with him. We both had partners at the time. It's the first time I've done this and now a month in and it's all I can think about. Am I going to lose him because he's a cheater? Why wouldn't he cheat on me too?
Yeah, that's such a difficult one because I've been in those scenarios actually where I've had boyfriends and found people and they've asked me that, like, why wouldn't you cheat now? I don't know. It's hard to support something that is incorrect, right? Like that's not typically okay. So you can't really it's like hard to promise that you're not going to cheat on that person. But then at the same time, like we've said this before, like what if that's how they were supposed to be together? It was
Well, what if that's how, like, okay, so there's this great quote: "How you get them is how you'll lose them." So you got them
wow.
through cheating, so you're going to lose them that way too. That's exactly what just happened with you, and it will happen. How you get them is how you will lose them. They will jump at the end of that relationship too.
I mean, that right there, I'm gonna tell you, yeah, he's like that quote right there almost
Right?
that upset
That's
me
the
a little
FOMO.
bit. I
How you
really
get
thought
them
about that and I was like, damn, that hits like home a little bit.
Oh,
I
now
found
she's
all my
depressed.
boyfriends by cheating and they all
Oh,
cheated on me.
how you get them is how you will lose
That
them.
wow.
Oh
Wow.
God. Oh shit. Now we don't even want to be here.
Yeah. Now
Oh
we're
my
all
fucking
now we're
God.
both just like this, like
Listen to this. It's a bit long, but it's good.
okay.
Boyfriend kisses his mum on the lips, and I don't know how to bring it up to him that it makes me uncomfortable. For the last 6 months, I've noticed that she will randomly just grab his face and kiss him on the lips. I understand for certain people this is normal. It's just something they grow up with. I don't think there's anything necessarily wrong with it. But they never did it when I was around before. So for 3 years, she broke up with the guy, then got back together. The mum hates her. So she thinks she's doing it to make her jealous
Absolutely,
after.
absolutely, but that is so sick and weird. I'm sorry, that's not like I don't I I genuinely don't think that like kissing your any family member
Mm.
on the lip is like I don't support that.
I think
It
in some
doesn't make
cultures
sense.
that would be fine, but why? She said
There's
if it was something they'd exposed me to from the beginning, I'd be fine with it. But this
but
is the
grabbing
second
the
time
face and
around,
kissing.
and looking at her too, looking at her when she does it.
You know what? I'm sorry, but
It's
moms
psychotic.
can be so weird and they will do the
Mother-son
weirdest
relationships are
mother-son
disgusting.
relationships are
I mean, not disgusting. They're not, but I just mean that.
something happened.
Just
Something
shut
happened to you because
up.
you said your eyes were almost like
I'm just
possessed
tired.
when you said that. You were like disgusting.
Oh,
They can be so weird.
yeah,
If the guy doesn't love his mom and doesn't treat his
yeah,
mom right, he will never treat you right, right?
right.
So, but then when they're too close and the mom does stuff like that, oh,
I think that it's a
run,
huge red flag,
run,
and you
run, run,
definitely need
run,
to bring
run.
it up to him, and
No, you need
also,
to run.
yeah,
I
leave
don't
him
ever
again.
really say that on this podcast. I never like I always support both sides, but something about that story is like almost giving me chills where I'm like, you need to run.
Okay, the next one is I'm really struggling with my intellectual compatibility with my relationship with my boyfriend. I love him, so connected. Sorry, oh my God, I cannot stop coughing.
You want first
Um,
water?
no, we have a job to do, okay? I love him. He fulfills all my emotional needs. We're very compatible in terms of quality time, physical touch, etc. But I just keep feeling the feeling keeps arising again and again. What do I do?
Do you know the 20/80 rule?
Yeah, no.
That person's never going to match you 100%. They might a lot of times
They
is
have
people
to then if there's all those other.
this is what
Mm, mm,
my point is like that it seems like their relationship's very successful in every way except
mhm,
for she wants him to be smarter, right? Isn't that
yeah,
what she said? So, but maybe that's just not in his capability, and you guys are happy in every other way. You can't have it that person can't be 100% perfect for you. So the 20/80 rule is like someone can be
yeah,
80% like that sounds like an 80%, right? But a lot of times that they'll pay attention to that 20% that person and they'll hold
yeah,
on to that and they basically not looking at the bigger picture and not looking at like you know what I
yeah,
mean, so she needs to just let that go.
yeah. Because the other 80% is
Is
good.
good. She just needs to let it go. She just needs to
You
go.
want too much, bitch.
Yeah, you can't have it all.
All right, the next one is my boyfriend seems to only want me when he's half asleep. Before that, sorry. My boyfriend and I had sex about a week ago. Before that, we didn't nearly for 6 months. He seems to only initiate when he's half asleep. I can't remember last time we were intimate without having fallen asleep, and then he wakes me up. She says he doesn't want to have sex with me because after I want to have conversations with him. He also said in the past he doesn't think sex is worth all the time it takes, and he could be doing something else with his time. He sounds like a douche, first of all.
Wait. So he wakes up in the middle of the night to have sex with her because then she'll fall back asleep so she
Yeah,
doesn't
it
talk to
doesn't.
him.
It's kind of funny, but not. Like, because then he's like, what am I doing all this time I have to like put into sex? It's not even that important.
So it
He
seems
doesn't
really
sound very
important.
nice.
It sounds really important to her that she wants to talk after sex and that she should be able to
Yeah.
do that. Some people, they need that, like, it's not really about the physical. I'm trying to wrap my head around, like, it's really that serious, the talking after sex, that you need to wake up in the middle of the night. He just doesn't sound like a very sexual person.
This is true, but he also
I've
sounds
never had
pretty
a guy
rude 'cause she's brought it up to him and he's just like
I never had
total.
a guy be like, sex takes too much time.
Yeah,
Sex really doesn't take that much time. I mean, you can fuck for hours, but most of the time you feel like it's been an hour and a half and it's been like
I think
20
leave him.
minutes.
Love him or leave him. Leave him.
Yeah.
Get someone that treats you a little bit nicer.
That sounds horrible.
I know, but it's kind of funny. What is she talking about?
I
This
know.
guy? Okay, so the last one is what are some of the best techniques to eating pussy?
Spreading it.
You got to spread it really far.
I say don't spread it too far because then if you spread it too far, it actually kind of hurts.
Rip
Like
the
you don't.
lips.
Yeah, like that. Yeah, it's like so. What I mean by spreading is exposing the clit within that person's comfort level because the clit can be very sensitive. So I think by slowly
Do you
exposing
blow
it,
on it? Like if it comes out of it, do you?
I don't know if you could really feel that.
Uh,
I don't think I've ever
it's
had anyone
sensitive.
blow on it. I don't. Well,
Okay, sorry, I'm letting you talk. Okay, you're the one who knows how to eat pussy.
I think gradually exposing it and adding pressure, like starting off slow and adding more, is really the best way to eating pussy. I think you should eat all of the pussy, not just the clit. Even you should lick all of it, sides.
God, sounds like
You
a
know
lot of
what's a
work.
really Yeah, it can be, right? You know what's a really good technique is, the lips, right? Those are actually the shaft. Here, hold that because I'm going to show you. But if you're eating pussy, right, and you're massaging the sides like this, almost like a controller,
Mhm.
I'm telling you, your girl is going to feel it. So it's basically like getting a blowjob and stroking.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
It's massaging the sides of the lips. Yeah.
That's actually
Just
gonna
adding a little bit of that's something
Yeah.
that's never really I don't think I've
Write that down.
it feels so good.
Love that for you.
So you're taking time on the clit and then you're rubbing the sides of the pussy.
I
Yeah.
love it. Those were some damn good notes, and you can take that to our sponsor, Adult Friend Finder. Find yourself a
Yes.
partner. Try it out. AdultFriendFinder.com.
Mhm.
They are amazing. I actually was on there last night. Oh my God, I didn't realize there's so many cameras on there too that like people just sitting there
Yeah.
masturbating, having the best time. I
Yeah.
love it. I mean, if you are feeling freaky, that is a one-stop shop for everything that you want.
Yes.
Like you want to masturbate on
Hookups.
camera with someone, you want to hook up with them, you want to
Mhm.
date them.
Every type of person too.
And check out our banners all over the site. It's Elsa Jean
Yes.
going, oh my God, my favorite one was you. They chose one of the banners and they like wrote the subtitles, and it was what are the most it was something from our previous episode. What was the most humiliating request you've had? And you're like shaming the dick, saying you have a clit dick and that you should be a lesbian. It doesn't even count.
Yeah, it
'Cause your
doesn't count
dick's
as a
so small.
pussy.
It's
Yeah.
like a
I
little
love that one.
clit.
That's my favorite
Yeah,
line.
you should be a lesbian. It doesn't even count. Oh
Are
my
you considered
God.
a lesbian?
So good.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, that's all the time we have for today. But thank you once again. Go and subscribe. If you don't subscribe to our YouTube, I will hunt you down and you. Bye.
We're gonna have to bleep that.
Bye. Have a good one.
Bye.